Hello, everyone. I know I just went live, but I had a realization, and Spirit wanted me to share it with y'all. So, full moon is in Aquarius. We're in the age of Aquarius. Spirit has been telling me that nothing is going to be the same after July, after today. After this full moon, nothing is going to be the same again. Things are going to be changing drastically. We are finally at the point of no return. We are finally at the point where it's time to make a cosmic shift, okay? For so long, the human species has been made to believe that magic is fake, that energy is fake, that we are free, and we are not, okay? For so long, we have been used as a battery for the people on top, for the people who are making us feel like we are powerless, for the people that want to oppress different people, the people who create problems so that we fight amongst each other. We have been used as batteries for celebrities, for the people that are up on top, because our life force is powerful. Our life force is our magic, okay? And we have been used as a battery to fuel their visions, okay? 2 nights ago, Spirit said to me that they gave me a new vision. They wanted me to teach my audience how to create their own visions, how to vision script your future. And I was like, what do you want me to do? And they're like, don't worry about it. We're going to show you. And this is something that Sam and I have been doing. We have manifested everything we have. And Spirit wants me to start showing you guys how to manifest what you want, how to use your magic, because for so long, you have been taught that your magic is fake. But here's the ticker. Magic is more real. Conjure and magic is more real than all of the things that they have told you are real combined. It is more real than everything that you see. Okay? And everything you see is actually what's fake. Okay? It's actually the vision that the top 1% has created for you to fall for you to fuel with your life source, for us to be slaves and connected to like batteries. The matrix is crumbling. Spirit said this to me. This is why we have what's going on in Cuba right now, what's going on in Haiti, what's going on in so many countries in the world where they're revolting and they're rebelling against the system. It's because the matrix is crashing. That is why we had what happened in last year with the Rona, because the matrix is crashing. They tried to use Rona to control us, and instead it's backfiring. That's why they started the race wars last year. That's why they've done all that they've done to try to keep us from figuring out, because the age of Aquarius is pushing us to figure out the truth, to try to keep us from figuring out that they have been using us as batteries, and to try to keep us from being able to connect to spirit ourselves without them present. That's why religion is crashing too. That's why religions are crashing. That's why Spirit said to me the other day that they don't want spiritual practices to become religions. They want everyone to have their own unique spiritual practice, their own unique connection to spirit, to God, to source. That is why Spirit had me do the Magical VIP group, to teach you how to connect to your own magic, teach you how to connect to spirit yourself. Because you shouldn't have to go to anybody else. You shouldn't have to. We all have the power. Some of us that are initiated have more responsibility to share this information and to actually do this for the community, because so many people have been asleep. But now that you are awake, it is your responsibility to do this for yourself. It is your responsibility to be able to connect to spirit, to be able to do your own work, to be able to clear your own energy, to be able to be a battery for yourself, to be able to know how to charge and to clear your battery. Okay? Those of us who are initiated are gonna move into a support role. A support role. That's all we're gonna be. We're gonna be here to support you on your spiritual journey. But we're not supposed to do everything for you anymore. For those spiritual healers that have actually received the message, that's why we're teaching. That's why. It's not because of the money. It's not because of the fame. It's because those of us who have received the message and who are willing to accept the message from spirit that it is time for us to empower others to do this for themselves, we are going to just move into a support role, into a mentorship role. That is what our job is as high priestesses and high priests, is to move into a support role for the collective. But you should be able to know how to take your own spiritual bath, how to light a candle for yourself, how to connect with spirit for yourself, how to meditate, how to pray. You should know those things. How to divine for yourself. Whew. This Kabbalah is making me a little high. What Jesus was saying, and his message got all distorted and got turned into religions and all this other BS, was that you should have your own faith and connect to God and source yourself. Love one another. Connect to God and source yourself. Be your own battery. Don't be a battery for the system. Go after your dreams. Go after your success. Go after the things that you want to bring into the world. Connect with nature. Ooh, this Kabbalah is strong. I'm burning Kabbalah and I'm like, whoa. Can you open the door, babe? Because this Kabbalah is strong.
I think it might actually be this now.
No, it's just spirit. But that is what this new world that spirit is creating, that spirit is inciting. It's a new world. Nothing is going to be the same after this full moon. Nothing. Prepare yourselves. Welcome the change for our highest good. It's time for us to come together. No matter what our beliefs are, it's time to come together and respect each other's beliefs, respect each other's cultures, come together, unite together, and take our power back from the top 1% that is using our power to create their visions instead of us using our power to create our own visions. Okay? Focus on your vision. What is your vision? What do you wish to create for yourself? Instead of just constantly being a battery for others. That is the full moon in Aquarius lessons. Focus on how you can create your vision. Why are we making somebody so powerful that they literally spent billions of dollars to go up in space? That money could have been used. I mean, it's their private money, so they can do whatever they want with it, but really, like, why couldn't you use that to help better this world? Why can't we, like I was telling Sam, I feel like all of us, all the Dominican people need to go back to Dominican Republic. All of us who are Dominican need to go back to Dominican Republic and actually rebuild Dominican Republic. Okay, like if you're from Haiti, go back to Haiti and actually build Haiti. actually go back to those places that are being abused and used and abused for the sick shit of the millionaires. And there's nothing wrong with being a millionaire if you use it for good reasons. If you use it for the good. If you use it for good, there's nothing wrong with having money. But when you use it for evil shit like child trafficking and buying sex slaves, that's a different story. And wasting it on billion-dollar rockets, there's a problem there. And that is until we say no more, okay? Until we say no more, this is going to continue happening. The intention for me of wealth is to use my wealth, or to use whatever influence God might give me or spirit might give me to help the places I come from. Not just the place I come from, but the world. Because if you really think about it, there are no borders. All the borders in this world are all man-made. They're all man-made. This is one world. This world belongs to everybody on it. Belongs to everybody on it. It doesn't belong to one tribe. It doesn't belong to one group of people. It doesn't belong to the white, black, Hispanic, Caucasian. It doesn't matter. It belongs to everybody. If it blew up today, everybody would be blown up. Not just one group of people. Everybody would go. If a comet hit us today, all of us would be screwed. So why are we still having these BS wars, these BS divisions based on race and ethnicity and nationality and all this other crap? At the end of the day, we're humans. We're humans, and we should be helping each other. But we have taken all the labels that this 1% has created to make us divide, to make us angry at each other and get so busy fighting each other that we don't do anything to stop them from their sick crap, from their child trafficking and their sex slaves and their cannibal games, because it happens. And it's not a conspiracy theory. It's 100% the truth. And creating a virus that killed so many people in this world, because that virus was created by them. They knew everything that was going to happen. All the celebrities knew it was going to happen. They all knew before it happened. They created it to profit off of it. And the jab was, the virus was created for the jab, not the other way around. The jab is a control mechanism. Don't believe me? You'll see. You'll see. A year from now, you'll see. Just like last year, there's so many people that were like, Priestess May is losing her mind. And now what? Everything that I said came true. Everything that we talked about last year came true. That virus was created to give you a jab, not the other way around. It was created for that purpose. To put this country and the world in a state of emergency so that no laws would apply and they could do whatever they wanted to us. And until we wake up and stop with the Republicans versus Democrat, the white versus black, the rich versus poor bullshit, until we stop this, this is gonna become hell. This world is gonna go from being a heaven that it could be to becoming a living hell, worse than we've ever had before. You think they're going to stop at you have to get the jab? They're not going to stop at that. No.
They'll lock up all your stuff, all your access.
Everything, access to everything is going to be cut. Everything. Because we're letting them control the matrix instead of taking control of the matrix back from them. We're letting the 1% control the matrix instead of taking control back from them. It's not going to stop at the jab. It's not going to stop at the vaccine passports. It's not going to stop at where everybody thinks it's going to stop at. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop at a simple vaccine passport. And the beings of light cannot help us if we are not helping ourselves. The beings of light are not, and this is what's been happening generation after generation after generation after generation, because no generation has stood up and said no more. Like, no generation has stood up before and said no more and decided, I'm going to control my world. You can't control your own world if the rest of the collective is screwed. If the rest of the collective has to be a slave, eventually you will have to be a slave too. And if you think differently, then you are more of a fool. And then you are fake woke. Because if you think that the collective can be enslaved and you can't be enslaved, you're fake woke. Because there is no true liberation until the entire collective is liberated. And having children into the system is creating new slaves. Yes, that's true, B Rocket. I spoke about the attack on the Capitol, and it happened. Everything that happened last year, it was all premeditated. It was all pre-designed to get us to all go crazy and turn against each other. That's all it was. We didn't elect anybody. We were given somebody. We have never elected somebody. Every single election has been chosen for us. No one has elected anyone. Especially not in the last 30 years. Some people are meant to stay asleep. But if the majority is asleep, it doesn't matter how awake you are. It doesn't matter how woke you are. We have to unite as a collective. And we have to do everything possible to wake up other people. And those of us who are awake need to use our energy to ask for help from the beings of light, because they can't help us without our free will giving them permission. That's truth. The ones who have awoken, those of us who are awake to the truth, have to pray and ask actively every single day for the beings of light to influence others to awaken. We have to, because without our free will, they cannot intercede in the war. And standing up for each other. So, it's time. It's time, and nothing is going to be the same after today. Mark my words, nothing is going to be the same. But we can choose together whether that is going to be for the better or for the worse. And I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm not saying this to fearmonger you. I'm saying this to wake you up. This is the only earth we get. This is the only earth we get. Mother Nature is already fighting back on all the destruction that is happening. And when Mother Nature really has had it, we're done. Because as soon as she decides it's it, I'm going to move tectonic plates and volcanoes come out everywhere and tsunamis happen everywhere. Myself and many other spiritual healers have been having visions of tsunamis. Tsunamis are coming. Maybe not right now, maybe not in a few years, but major tsunamis are coming in the East Coast specifically. It's already happening, and I'm not the only one that's had these visions. I've spoken to other spiritual healers, other psychics that have been having these dreams, and we've been talking amongst each other. Do you think it's going to happen soon? When do you think this is happening? Is this something to get us to change our behavior now to avoid these things happening in the future? No. Change our ways now. Because a lot of coast cities are going to be underwater if we don't. Oh, they cut my audio. Okay, can you hear me now? That was very strange. Something cut my audio. Tsunamis are coming. I don't know when, but I would tell you this. Spirit is warning us to change our ways now. Change our ways now. Start respecting the ocean now before it's too late. I'm not the only one who's had these visions. I even met a girl yesterday who said to me, I've been having this dream of a tsunami. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so crazy. I had the same dream. We've been having this dream. Sam had this dream. I had this dream. Multiple people had these dreams, and I never even mentioned it to other people. Okay? Tsunamis are coming, but we need to change our ways. I don't know when this is going to happen. This may not be happening in the next 5 years or 10 years. It may be much further in the future, but I know it's coming. And major cities like New York City, Miami, Los Angeles, like major cities are going to be gone. But we have to change our ways now. And I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this because I have seen the visions. And I'm not the only one. I'm not doing this for the vegan agenda. I'm not doing this for whatever agenda you may think. I'm saying this as a messenger from spirit. Connect with nature. Give your energy to Mother Earth. Go to nature and put your hands on the ground and send love and send light, send positive vibrations to Mother Earth. Mother Earth's heartbeat has been off the charts. I don't know if you guys know what the Schumann's resonance is. It's like it measures the frequency of Mother Nature. And it's been off the charts. That's why a lot of us have been feeling like we're having we're gonna have a heart attack, like we're having anxiety. It's because the actual frequency of Mother Earth, which is her heart, has been off the charts. So much so that for some time last month and this month, they haven't been able to actually measure it. And then we're having solar flares. We're supposed to have solar flares that are very intensive between September and October. So many people are going to receive higher frequencies, okay? Maybe possibly even more superpowers, because the solar flares, solar energy gives us more energy and more life force. Mother Gaia is shifting. Whatever you want to call her, Mother Nature, she's shifting. She's giving birth to a new world. And it's up to us helping. It's up to us helping her through our vibration, that we can assist and make sure that we don't get extinguished from this world in the process. By being more conscientious of our effect on the world, being more conscientious of what we do, of how certain things are, how our foods are processed, how our clothing is processed, how our clothing is made. Being more conscientious. She is not playing with us anymore. This is not like a agenda. This is not like a fake out. This is not like a fear-mongering session. I'm telling you the visions that I have had, and in the visions that I have had, humanity no longer exists on this planet. If we don't change our ways, the flood is going to happen again. You remember the flood story from the Bible? That's not just a story in the Bible. That's actually an accurate thing that happened. This flood is going to happen again in many areas of the world. It's not a conspiracy theory, y'all. I trust what my ancestors show me in my dreams, and they've shown me multiple times, and they've told me, you have to make a change. Humanity has to change. That's it. What's meant to happen to you, what is destined by God, is what will happen to you. If you're meant to live, you're meant to live. If you're meant to go, you're meant to go. That is God's choice. So stop believing the lies. Yeah, I've also had a dream of us being like hypnotized, like walking, like a whole bunch of people being like hypnotized, walking towards the sun. And I'm pretty sure that has to do with the solar flares that we're having this year. Because the solar flares are associated with an increase in energy, an increase in frequency and superpowers. A forced awakening. Yeah. So, think whatever you want. I know a lot of you know that what I'm saying is true. You've been following me for a really long time. And a lot of you, I appreciate your support. It's supposed to be somewhere around September, October. I'm not saying that people are definitely going to get superpowers, but those are when the solar flares are supposed to happen, which are supposed to increase and possibly give people superpowers. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm saying that that's what supposedly happens when there is a solar flare of that capacity. But a lot of people are going to be shaken to their core. And I'm just going to say this. There's a zombie apocalypse plan on the CDC's website. That's the only conspiracy theory part that I'm going to share. There is a zombie apocalypse plan on the CDC's website.
Do you sleep in the ascendant?
I'm just saying, make sure you learn to grow your own food. Make sure you have some water. Research the jab, because this is just too fishy. What's going on? Pun intended. Yeah. My mother-in-law is a nurse, and she took the jabs, and she will twice. And I kept telling her, don't take it. She took it, right? And let me tell you something. She's hearing voices all of a sudden, and she's hearing ringing in her ear out of nowhere. And I'm like, I told you not to take that. I told you not to take that. She's hearing ringing in her ears out of all, and she can't make it stop. It's been going on for a few months now. And she's like, "It's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy." And I'm like, I told you. Why don't you listen? It's all fun and games until Priestess May ends up being right. It's not Priestess May. It's my spirits. My spirits tell me what they know, and I tell you. I tell you what my spirits know or what they are allowed to share with me, and I tell you. Okay? I told her don't do it. She's like, "Well, I'm a nurse. I have to do it." And I was like, "Okay." Now she's hearing voices and screeching in her ears.
And now you can sue your employer in New York State for forcing you to get the jab. Why? So all you people
you need to take heavy metal detox. If you haven't seen the medical medium, heavy metal detox, go. I don't know what his stance.
Just celery juice.
I don't know what his stance is on the jab. I don't know. What is his stance on the jab? I'm not sure.
He's teaching you everything to get rid of.
Get heavy metal detox. Ogum Balenjo. He takes poisons out of the body. Pray to Ogum Balenjo. Ask him to help remove toxins out of your body. He is a specialist in that, in removing toxins and poisons out of your body. And do the heavy metal detox. Wild blueberries, very good for heavy metal detox. Cilantro, very good for heavy metal detox. Soursop, very good for heavy metal detox. Soursop is also an anti-cancer, which is used in Dominican Republic all the time. But for some reason, nobody could find the cure here in the United States.
Nice.
Sea moss, heavy metal detox. Make sure that your sea moss doesn't come from a highly contaminated area. Medical medium. A lot of the stuff he says is stuff that my spirits used to say and tell us to do before we found him. And then I knew he was legit because he was repeating a lot of the stuff that my spirits were already telling us to do. And also stuff that my grandfather's head spirit used to tell us to do. The medical medium talks about. There's only so much I can teach. I'm here to teach you how to control your matrix. Okay? Others are on different missions than me. He's on the mission of teaching you how to give yourself the healthiest light body. I'm on the mission of teaching you how to control your matrix through magic. So each one of us has a different life, a different mission.
Yo, somebody's magnetic. I'm sorry.
Somebody's magnetic?
I'm sorry. I told people that was gonna happen.
Your friend's metal name tag stuck. I'm not sure if that's true, but I haven't tried that on my mother-in-law yet. We should try that on your mom.
I should bring a magnet
and see if she's magnetic.
I should bring a piece of metal in me and see if she's a magnet.
No, I think a magnet would have to stick to her. No, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I'm not saying that it's true. I'm just saying I don't know. I need to check. I need to try it out on my mother-in-law. All I know is ever since she took that, she has been hearing voices and having like this screeching in her ear. And she went to the doctor. They can't find out why. Like they have no idea why she has this like yelling in her ear. They can't find a reason for it. So, yeah. We better get our shit together, guys.
They said it's true. They tried it.
Someone said they're currently not magnetic.
Somebody before said that they are.
Somebody else said that they are magnetic. Somebody else said that they currently aren't magnetic. But still, do the heavy metal detox. Even if you're not magnetic, do the heavy metal detox because there's a lot of bad stuff in those things. You have aluminum, fetal cells, monkey DNA, formaldehyde. Crazy. It's made from poison. Oh, and also somebody said something about one of them has HIV cells in it. Yeah. And the people who took it are shedding and contaminating more people. Yeah. So I'm not sure if that's true, but I heard something about that in an article.
You shed the virus and you actually spread it more.
Yeah, you shed the virus and you spread it more.
From the vaccine.
It is a RNA. Most of them are RNA mutating. They mutate your RNA, which tells your cells what to do. Mm-hmm. That's kind of scary. Yeah. Yep, they mutate your RNA, which is what tells your genes what to do. And I wonder if that has anything to do with removing the God molecule. Mm-hmm. Like Mr. Bill Gates has been speaking about. Removing the God gene. You know, the God particle, the one that makes you believe in God. Or that connects you to source. How easy it would be to control people if they didn't believe in a higher power. Mm-hmm. Why are they giving out so many free Xboxes and so many things?
Vacations.
And money. Like, since when? What? Why you have to try so hard if it's really good for you? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I said I was going to keep my opinion out, but I have to trust what my spirits say. Maybe it's your path, but it's not mine.
Toxic system is a blocked pathway up.
Mm-hmm.
Do a cleanse of celery, even just for a day, and watch how clear and good you
Celery
feel
juice,
once you're cleaned out.
wild blueberries, cilantro. Those are great detoxers. Lemon water.
And watch how less aggravated, frustrated, or depressed you are if you just take celery juice.
Did you guys see the new little computer chip that you can get implanted in your brain now?
Somebody said they're raffling off Jeeps in their hood for get the vaccine. Why do you think they go after
Why do you think they go to
communities?
people of communities of color? Why?
First
Because
and
they
most.
want to enslave us again. Well, we're already enslaved,
But
they want to enslave us even more. They're going after communities of color first and lower income communities.
and they position it as free and doing what's good here to help. That's what they did to the Tuskegee camp, basically. That they killed there was 600 there.
This is kind of like
and they killed half of them.
this is kind of like when Columbus brought all of those blankets to the Taino people full of yellow pox and smallpox or something. Is it yellow pox or smallpox?
We're not historians.
We're not historians, but it kind of sounds familiar.
We have learned a lot more than most, though, because we've sought to be informed-ish. Facts. Oh, yeah.
I love the conversations here. Over on YouTube, youtube.com/priestessmay. Until YouTube says that I'm crazy and I need to stop talking. Smallpox, thank you. That's what I meant to say. Smallpox.
Yeah.
You got monkeypox because Antarctica is melting and all of those things all of those diseases are melting because we keep messing with the ocean. That's what's happening, y'all. I'm telling you. Everything is connected. Everything is connected. Mother Earth is like, I'm sick of y'all. Y'all better change. Y'all better change. This is kind of like when your mom is sick of you not cleaning your room, and so she throws all your clothes and all your stuff out the window because she's sick of you. This is what's happening right now. Mother Earth is throwing all our stuff out the window.
She's cleaning house.
She's cleaning house. Literally. I'm saying it's the elites, but we feed into the system. The elites cannot have power without the masses.
Mm-hmm.
The 99% feeds the 1%. The 1% can't have power without the 99%. So
everything's reverse psychology.
In reality, they have power because we give them power. That's the truth. We want to not be responsible because responsibility is too time consuming. So we give our power away and then we wonder why the person who we gave power to is not doing what we want them to do.
You just got played.
That's what's happening. Have you guys ever heard the phrase, the one who ties the cow is as guilty as the one who slaughters it? We're the ones tying the cow. They're just the ones doing the killing. It's just that we don't want to take responsibility for it. But now we're being forced to take responsibility to clean up our own mess. Because at the end of the day, we all live here on this planet. And we're all going to be affected by what happens to it. So yeah, that's the full moon in Aquarius lessons. If you would like to learn how to manipulate your own reality, go ahead and join my magical VIP group in my link in bio. Also, if you'd like to learn tarot, which is a great tool for helping you have self-realizations and communicating with the other side in a safe way, you can take my tarot course, which is also in my link in bio. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to go to sleep now. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I pray for love and higher vibrations for the entire world. Many blessings.